Dairy has long been celebrated as the cornerstone of bone health, rich in calcium, vitamin D, and complete protein that help maintain strong skeletal structure throughout life. For decades, milk and yogurt have been marketed as irreplaceable allies against osteoporosis and nutrient deficiencies. And to be fair, there's truth in that. The calcium and vitamin D combination in dairy does play a key role in keeping bones dense and resilient, especially in children, adolescents, and older adults. However, as nutrition science grows more sophisticated, the story around dairy is evolving. While dairy provides undeniable benefits, it also carries a hidden metabolic load, particularly its high content of isoleucine, one of the branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs. These amino acids, essential in small amounts, may contribute to metabolic strain when consumed excessively, particularly in people already consuming large amounts of animal-based protein. The new perspective isn't anti-dairy, it's about balance and personalization. The same BCAAs that support muscle growth can, in excess, overstimulate nutrient-sensing pathways like mTOR, which are associated with aging, insulin resistance, and fat accumulation. Regular consumption of milk, cheese, and yogurt in large quantities may inadvertently promote these effects, especially in sedentary lifestyles where the extra protein isn't being used for muscle repair. In contrast, individuals who replace part of their dairy intake with fortified plant-based alternatives often enjoy the same bone-supporting benefits, with less metabolic load. Modern plant milks, whether made from soy, almonds, oats, or peas, can now match dairy in calcium and vitamin D content while naturally being lower in isoleucine and total BCAAs. This means they can nourish bones and muscles while keeping metabolism calmer and more balanced. What's particularly positive about this shift is how accessible and flexible it is. Fortified plant milks have improved dramatically in both nutrition and taste, offering creamy textures and pleasant flavors that blend easily into daily routines, from breakfast cereals to smoothies to coffee. Many are also fortified with vitamin B12 and other micronutrients, making them nutritionally competitive with dairy while avoiding lactose, cholesterol, and high saturated fat. For those with lactose intolerance or digestive sensitivities, this substitution can feel like a quiet relief. Fewer stomach issues, better digestion, and no compromise in nutrient intake. Soy milk, in particular, stands out for being both high in protein and low in BCAAs relative to cow's milk, striking a beautiful middle ground between strength and longevity nutrition. From a long-term health perspective, reducing high isoleucine foods while maintaining adequate protein can support better insulin sensitivity, weight control, and cellular repair. This is especially relevant as we age, since our bodies become less efficient at managing energy and more susceptible to metabolic disorders. Fortified plant-based milks and yogurts allow us to keep the advantages of traditional dairy, calcium, vitamin D, and protein, without continuously stimulating pathways linked to aging and metabolic stress. In effect, they offer a more modern nutritional model, one that supports both skeletal and metabolic longevity. Environmental and ethical factors add yet another positive dimension. Producing dairy at industrial scale consumes significant water, land, and energy resources. Switching partly to plant-based alternatives lightens that footprint dramatically while aligning with sustainable living values. You're not just protecting your own health, you're contributing to a gentler impact on the planet. It's an approach that honors both personal and environmental wellness, a balance that future nutrition trends increasingly aim to achieve. Ultimately, the dairy dilemma isn't really a dilemma once you see it clearly. It's not about giving up something good, it's about choosing the smarter form of good. Calcium and vitamin D are indispensable, but they don't have to come packaged with high isoleucine and metabolic strain. By integrating fortified plant-based milks into your diet, you can preserve bone strength, keep your metabolism flexible, and still enjoy the comforting rituals that dairy provides. It's a quiet evolution of tradition, one that supports not just stronger bones, but a stronger, more balanced life overall.